Here about the place. The debate is over as to whether the semi-finals should be at Wembley. That's where we are on a glorious afternoon. Chelsea go head-to-head with Luton Town, the last survivors from outside the Premiership.
I'm sure he was. But Glenn Hoddle played under David Fleet, and we all know about the 1987 FA Cup final. It was Glenn's last game for Tottenham, incidentally. Do you think that will have a bearing in reading each other's minds and the different approaches?
No, I don't think so, Martin. I think both teams, as we'll see when we go into them, are going to attempt to play different ways. And I think whichever team dominates the game, whichever team starts the better, could have a huge bearing on the outcome of this game. And I don't think the fact that Glenn played for, I think it was just 1 year.
And then went away to what they regard as their lucky hotel in Beaconsfield. Leads out Luton. No great formalities here to make sure that there are some trappings left for the big day in May. Will it be Chelsea coming back here next month, or will it be Luton Town from the Ensley Insurance League Division 1? Clubs in the lower half of their respective leagues have really found their feet in the FA Cup. This the semi-final with the southern slant to it. Two teams who've shown a swagger in their success so far in this competition. And a cerebral contest between the two managers. Both real footballing philosophers. And that's a terrific sight. But as you can see, Glenn is wearing a tracksuit, but he's not involved today on the playing side. His troublesome Achilles tendon has ruled him out of the 14 that he's named for this FA Cup semi-final. You have to say the attendance here and the atmosphere supporting the choice of venue, much criticised of course by traditionalists. Well, Chelsea have had the majority of the three semi-final casualties. Mark put out his strongest side. Alan Harper was one injury worry with a calf strain, and yesterday Scott Oakes took a heavy fall in training, while Kerry Dixon needed emergency chiropody on a poisoned toe. That was last night. Dixon is able to face Chelsea for the first time since he left Stamford Bridge. The cup run has thrust into the limelight Luton's young lions like Des Linton, Paul Telfer, Kerry Hughes and particularly Oakes. How they cope with the stress of a semi-final will be one significant factor.
Well, the four you mentioned, Martin, vital. Linton, Telfer, Hughes and Oakes. The one thing I can tell you about coming to Wembley for the first time, you just don't know how you're going to react, how your legs are going to feel, how you're going to perform. With David Fleet's side to win today, those four players have to perform well, and particularly Scott Oakes. Alan Harper, we know, will drop in front of the two centre-backs, probably to get himself around Peacock. Make sure nothing happens there.
Kerry Dixon plays for the club and the manager that rejected him as a teenager against the club where he made such a considerable name. It is a cosmopolitan occasion for goalkeepers. The Russian Dmitry Karin for Chelsea. The American Jurgen Sommer is Luton Town's goalkeeper. The referee is Roger Dilk from the Greater Manchester area. First down the M6, with plenty coming behind him for tomorrow's semi-final here. Well, this is a semi-final which symbolises a splendid season in this captivating competition. Luton Town have been leading the way for the lower division clubs who caused so many upsets. Chelsea, famously unpredictable themselves, finding themselves at this stage for the first time since 1970. Sinclair lining up as we expected at left back. There's been talk, and indeed David Peter.
Saturday felt a bit odd, but when Chelsea and Luton emerged from the tunnel, all the old excitement and anticipation were there.
Estorino won it well, Dre wasn't sure. Peacock!
Now there's a manager who gives way to his feelings.
Peacock did well. Spencer, Peacock, number 2. And the gap now is clearly shown.